So, I don't know why I don't have much memory on my phone, but I don't. Um, so basically, today was a little disturbing because the person I live with wanted to talk about my weight. Well, I mentioned that my medical assessment with a recent doctor visit, and they mentioned, oh, it's good. And they said, I said, oh, they said I was a little bit overweight, and they said, what? But you've been losing weight, and then they said, uh, it's good that you've been losing weight. Starving yourself is really paying off. Um, and then it's like you can see you've lost weight and stuff. And so, just the notion that there's still nitpicking against me, because A, I don't starve myself. B, they would be starving themselves. If I weren't here, I'm pretty sure because I keep them in check with their meals. And, I have, the feeling that if I wasn't here, they would be playing starving games because one of my relatives looks like, they're doing well on a new body, which looks like, they look like they've been just feeding themselves scant main meals every day or something. But like one serve is what I mean by scant main meals. Um, but and so the person I live with, has a notion that people should starve themselves, and just identifying me to starvation once again is just like having that ever-ending argument that I had since I was a teenager, up to 10 years. The fact that I had a pretty fit body, I wanted to be fit, I wanted to be my ambition, not just my ambition, my lifestyle, to be pretty physically fit, just so that, to be confident and look good and healthy and stuff. And they bring it every time I have a good body weight, a good level of fitness. Everyone brings out the closet of, jealousy, claims of anorexia, which are completely untrue, by the way. And so, once again, she's connecting me to starving myself like I starve myself. And just totally, it just opens the door to the prospect that they're just going to continue to call me names. If I do get my weight down, have a good body, they're going to turn around and keep, badgering me about weight and starvation and the way I look or sickness, and they're going to keep badgering me, I think. So, they're just identifying it's part of this ever-ending thing. You know, I don't I don't even want to call it a game, but it's their thing to treat me with some sort of discrimination, some sort of sexual harassment. Like, why should I feel like I should feel wrong for wanting to be fit, and stuff. So, it seems something that's they're tagging on me only because they can keep their tongue still, like tongue positive, and talk positive things with relatives who have, you know, lost various amounts of weight. But for me, they once again start these wars. So I think it's an ever ending war. It doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't matter how I look. As war. And I even videotaped them, harassing me for being fat or something or large, and they're harassing me like, about that. And then I lose some weight and they're finally gonna click it in their minds and harass me about losing weight. So for me, it's just like a sore. it's both sides, and I think I'm just going to be the target of harassment in the future and always. And I just hope that I get this job so I have some financial security, because I'm going to totally dedicate myself to the job if I get it. And if I get it and it's secure, and gives me ample financial security, I might consider the notion. I will consider the notion of moving. I'm not sure where yet because I'm not sure where I actually want to live. But it has to be somewhere where there's public transport and stuff. But I know I've been hanging out for, real estate to give me a special invitation to owning a house. I've been thinking about that since the end of last year, actually, just sort of hoping on a daydream that something in my mind might come true. Um, and sure enough, I wrote them an email, asked a question, and I had no reply. And to me, it's like a good omen that maybe I'll be offered a deal by email or something. But I actually don't think that's going to come true. So I have to figure out, without this special deal appearing out of nowhere, I have to figure out where I would want to live. And I have no idea. I don't even know. Especially not with Corona around. I mean, I would have moved right back down to another state, if I could, because I need to be near public transport anyway. So I'm not really gonna go country ever, because I can't drive a car, and in the country you need a car to, be able to go to places, able to outrun natural disasters, able to uh, be safe from environmental factors like rain or nature in any way. So that's out of the question. So it's whatever it is, it's gonna be suburbia somewhere. Or city if I want to live right in a city, but I don't think I do. I know I was considering city before, but because I like the views of the city lights from an apartment, but at the same time I sort of really want a house because I'm very insecure within apartments, and I sort of want to live by myself and not have to worry about other people within a big complex. So, um, I guess I do want a house still, but I just don't know where I'm gonna buy one or what. But I have to see if I get this job first. If I don't get this job, there goes my daydream. And I have to look for other work, and I hope it and do all that waiting periods once again. But I'm kind of bummed out because I just am very insecure, and I have this, stalking loathing, not just loathing, this personality problem clash with, whoever I live with and other relatives. And I just think it's a never ending thing. I just think they're always gonna be bringing out. So I have to like not react to them. And if they start talking about my face looking pale or something, because my face is always various colors, and and I might have to just shove makeup on my face, like go screw yourself. um I won't take off my makeup then, um because um because I don't want people scrutinizing me forever and ever. I mean, it's not even worry, it's or alarm. It's just an ever-ending bitch fest and ever-ending negative stamp on me, and I hate it. I really hate it. I'm sick of it. Say it's the same dribble over and over again. And it's just for me. It's like, and unfortunately for me, my life hasn't worked to help me propel myself to be separated from everyone else so that I have peace of mind when I'm at home. I can relax and not have negative. I mean, before it was so bad every time, it was just terrible harassment. And they just tell me this stupid, looks like starving yourself has paid off and stuff. And it's like, I hate it. It's just the same war or battle or game or whatever it is over again. So many years on away from teenage years. And it's ridiculous. It's the same stupid personality problem, same stupid issue, just to ruffle my feathers, I think, just to give me a headache, just to propel argument. So that sort of made me aware. I mean, I didn't react today. I just sort of turned around and started feeding the birds and stuff and doing other things. But I know if it starts once again, it does get you, especially when you live with the person. If I didn't live with them and they were telling me these things, I would just not invite them over, and I would just tell them, sorry, I have no time for you if you can't talk to me properly. I.e., get off your stupid issue about my body and start talking about life. Um, but I have a feeling that yeah. So yeah, but when I'm living with them, it's like crash down on my mind every day until I'm paying attention to their arguments, and like I know they can get threatening. Um, I don't think they're always going to be menacing people on the inside. They just have to break out a bit of violence, and I'm screaming and jumping to and fro, threatening to call the police, calling relatives to try and get them minds off me and stuff. So and that's what makes me unstable, because I'm not the toughest person. um but I will react. It's not like I won't, but I try not to be violent back or anything. I mean, the last thing I want to do is get in an incredibly violent clash. Everything I do is self-defense. It's not ever going to be like me initiating violence. um it's always self-defense, like me. If I scream, someone's arguing with me straight to my face. If I yell, they're disturbing me. Um if I call the police, it's because they've threatened me. So every reaction I have is in reaction to something negative that I'm facing. So I'm not saying that they will get violent, but it looks to me like this little conflict, this thing that they've got going on, is continuous, and they're so good with with some of my other relatives. Well, both my with other relatives are so good at not talking about the weight, but for me, I think they're just going to crash it on me again. And that's just completely uncalled for. It's discriminating, it's hurtful, and if it's continuing on, I can't continue on living with them, and I can't continue on having associations with all these creeps who just want to harass me, in particular. So so I can see that this is gonna, if I do successfully lose weight, it's gonna be probably a brand new argument or a brand new thing over again. And you know what? I'm. It's just for me. That's all I know. It's just for me. So that's sort of my 10 cents of the day. That's something I don't like.